Hopefully not. Hopefully we don't do that. Sean says the goopy insides. That's exactly it. Proper Prof says, hey, it's Noggin Tonius 4. What a way to refer to Nogur. Y'all, let's do one of these also before we come back from the screen. Shout out to Nogur. Wait, let's come back for the shout out to Nogur. Let's get into our big cam too. Y'all, one of these fingers is right and one of them is incorrect. Go slap that heart button. Nogur is a very lovely streamer. Very chill vibes over there. Nogur is a philosopher. I think, Nogur, we would call you a philosopher, right? A logician? Do we call you a logician? A logical philosopher? Anyways, Nogur is, what do you call these? Autodidact? I believe I'm not making this up, that Nogur basically taught himself philosophy and now writes at the level where he gets into philosophy journals. Like the most respected ones. Very, very intelligent person. Most often, I think almost all Nogur streams, they have a little chatting time, and then Nogur does philosophy roulette. So he like spins a wheel. Is there a wheel involved? There's an element of randomness for what decides which philosophy paper Nogur is going to read. And so Nogur just does a fresh read of it on stream, like you're reading like a little storybook. And then Nogur takes the little pieces and chews them down and spits them into your mouth like a little baby bird. Well, he's the mama bird, you're the baby bird, your brain is open. And then you decide if you like the thing or not, and you grade them at the end. And he keeps track of them. It's a very fun little thing. Fwizzle says, I worked in cinema for Spectre and have low-key PTSD, but the film was awesome. Why? What happened, Fwizzle? Were people crazy? Were people crazy with it? Baked says, it's one of the few things I miss about downstate besides the food. Oh, Baked, are you a New Yorker also? A New York Cityer that's been displaced into the New York ethers? Fwizzle agrees. Spectre opening so good. So good. I'll probably drop it in Discord later. Okay. Let's go get to it. I'll pull y'all up on my phone. I was about to exclamation mark. But I can't remember why. Nogur says no wheel, but it is whatever shows up. Okay. Fwizzle says we were sold out for 2. Oh. Solid and very understaffed. Oh, that's what it was. Discord. If y'all want to get in on the fun, there's the Discord. Gavin! Welcome. How have you been, Gavin? It's so fun catching up with all the peeps who haven't been able to catch as much of the late night Mario streams. I know my schedule hasn't worked for everybody, but it's so good to see everybody. Been all right? Are you? I'm good. We will be on to golfing, by the way, Gavin, and Double Dipped if you're still in here, and anybody else who's a golfer. Probably in about 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I've been good, just crazy busy. September was sort of like bookended with 50-hour round-trip drives. So I am like just now starting to get rested. Fwizzle says, speaking of schedule change, you're far too compelling and it's super late, so I must away. Fwizzle! Have a very good rest. Thank you for taking care of yourself. I hope to see you soon. Night. Okay. Let's get up, y'all. Is the other cam on? Is the other cam working? No. Let me check chords real quick. I thought it was working. I plugged in the camera, but I did not plug in the that cord into the thing. Are we here? We're here. We are here. We are now. This is what we do. Okay, let me pull y'all up. We've got the whole system working. For anybody who this is new for, we do movement here. Specifically, we do a community workout each time we have one of our full streams. Today, we're gonna focus on legs. Normally, we break the body down into like 4 parts, and we do a cycle. So this will be the beginning of our next cycle. We're gonna do legs, then at our next time, we're gonna do like glutes and lower core. Then we'll do core proper, then we'll do upper arms, or arms, and then arms and chest kind of area. And then we'll probably start adding in a 5th thing into our cycle, which is more like a full body. So today is legs. I'll invite y'all to join me as I get up. This will be a little bit different than our normal structure because it is based around my hip. Just saw the question of the day. Mine was a Jack Skellington face I did when I was like 8 or 9. That's cool. That's cool, Gavin. Used a stunt. Yeah, that's totally fair though. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the other screen. And let me turn music down because I'll be competing a little bit with it. I'm gonna have to like sort of like yell into the mic. So if it sounds like I'm being loud, but not loud, that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Boink. Let's turn off cam 2. There we go. Sorry, I need to remind myself real quickly what it is. I put it into movement in the Discord, which it's now buried behind feet pics and peanut butter. I should have pinned it somewhere for myself. Here it is. Okay.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a mouse by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Just kidding, grab a stone. Throw him at the wall, throw him everywhere you go. Never let him go. Then you...
All right. Wait, let me switch categories. Okay, category switched. All right. So, no. Okay. Okay. We're gonna start with a little warm up here. It is going to be our high knees. So we've done these before, actually, as one of our exercises. We're gonna do 10 of those. So with this exercise, what we're doing is we're just balancing ourselves onto one foot, and then we're bringing our knee up as high as it will go. For some of us, that might be about here or here, or if we can get it above parallel, we're doing really good then. So we're gonna do 10 of those. Then we're gonna do a forward fold. Then we'll do 10 more of those each leg. And then we'll do a downward facing dog. So I'll talk us through those as we go. But go ahead and get yourself set up if you are doing movement with us today. And go ahead and just find your balance on your 2 feet. And we'll go ahead and start doing our leg lifts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, forward fold. We're going to start to incorporate a little bit of breath with what we're doing. So we're going to take a long, slow breath in through our nose. We're going to inflate our belly, and we're going to reach our arms up high, high, high to the sky. And then we're going to fold our body starting from our hips. We keep the spine straight, but as we exhale, fold from the hips until we can't anymore. And then allow the spine to come down. Arms can be dangling. Head can be dangling as well. Just everything loose, loose, loose. Now when we breathe in, we're going to keep a long, slow cadence to that. Deep, deep breath. And we're going to be trying to hold ourselves in pretty much the same position. And then as we exhale, go ahead and see if you drop a little bit further. All right, one more big inhale and exhale. Next inhale, go ahead and reverse that forward fold. So we're straightening out the spine, and then we're straightening out the hips. All right. So that's our forward fold. We're gonna go ahead and go back into the high knees, and let me check in with y'all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Glad you're enjoying it, Gavin. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Now what we're going to do is our downward facing dog. So for that, we're actually going to engage our forward fold one more time. And then we're going to walk our hands out until we look like a triangle, basically. So, next deep breath in, bring your arms high to the sky. You can see I even came up onto my tippy toes a little bit. And with our exhale, folding from the hips, we're going to fold over. Come down, hang for a second. Let's do another deep breath in and exhale out. All right, now we're going to take our hands and we're going to start walking them forward. Now, some of us, our hands might be really far from the ground in our forward fold. That's A-okay. If you need to, go ahead and bend your knees until your hands are on the floor and just walk out that way. So whatever way we do, we're going to walk our hands forward. And then we let our head come between our arms. And we're looking for this kind of triangle position with the hips coming up toward the ceiling. And then our front body being sort of as straight as possible with the arms. And here, we'll just breathe. 3 breaths in, 3 breaths out. Last breath in. And breathe out. Now, you can come down to your knees, or you can walk yourself back to that forward fold. And then on our next inhale, we're going to come on up. Beautiful job. Okay, now we're going to do what I'm calling leg rotations. I'm sure that there's a term for this. I think there's a ballet term for it. I don't know. My PT friend, though, she basically told me you want your recovery exercises to be sort of all the movement that you normally want to do, right? You're basically just getting the joint used to doing these things again and helping it rebuild that muscle around there. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So these are pretty easy, but we're just going to be taking one leg and kind of drawing circles. This can be close to the ground or high up. Either way, it's totally fine. We're tapping again here into this balance. So yeah, really listening to ourselves, getting ourselves sort of anchored in the ground. Go ahead and anchor yourself on either your left foot or your right foot, whichever one you feel like doing. And we're going to take our leg forward, to the side, and then back in. That's 1, 2, 3, falling over, 4, 5. Feel free to hold onto a table or something as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right, those are our kind of warm-up exercises. Now we're going to get into the real meat of it. We are going to do 3 exercises 10 times each. This is a little different than our normal workouts. If any of you were here back in August, you'll sort of remember our normal flow. It's like 2 exercises with repetition of 10 and then 30-second hold. Again, today's about me. It's the hip recovery, so we're gonna go ahead and do 10 squats. So we're coming down, we're coming up. From the side, it looks like this. Okay? We're trying to keep our upper body still a little bit vertical. We don't want to be slumping all the way down like this, right? We might not be vertical, but we want to be aware of what we're doing with our upper body and not just sort of like dumping down into it. So those are our squats. We'll come down, 10 of those. We're then going to do what I call wide step squats. So we're taking our leg over, squatting down, and coming up. Or actually, we're sort of going into chair a little bit. And coming over. So those will be our wide leg squats. We'll do 10 of those. And then we've got 10 step back lunges. So this was actually, funny enough, in our very first movement, on our very first stream, this was one of our exercises. So we'll start sort of at the front of our area here, and then we just step back into a lunge, making sure we maintain really good control over ourselves the entire time. It can sometimes be tempting, particularly when we're going down in a calisthenic, to just sort of like, right? Just kind of like free fall it. We want to make sure that we're maintaining really good control over every part of the body through the entire piece of the exercise there. So take it slow, be aware of your balance, be aware of what all your sort of leg muscles are doing in there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a cycle of 10 of each of those. So get ourselves set up here, and let me turn this off real quick. Okay. All right, here we go. Squat 1, down 2, and up, down 3, and up, down 4, and up, down 5, and up, down 6, and up, down 7, and up, down 8, and up, down 9, and up. One more, you got this, and up. Okay. It's the hands. I need to do this so that it doesn't track me. All right, we're gonna do those wide step lunges. So hands however they are, and down, across, and up. Down, across, and up. That's 1. Down and across, and up. Down and across, and up. That's 2. Down and over. Down and over. 3. Down and over. Down and over. That's 4. Down and over. Down and over. That's 5. Down and over. Down and over. That's 6. Just 4 more. Down and over. Down and over. That's 7. Down and over. Down and over. That's 8. Down and over. Down and over. That's 9. Down and over. Down and over. That's 10. All right, now into our step back lunges. It's up to you if you want to alternate sides or just do 10 in a row on each side. I'm gonna do 10 in a row on each side, but you can mix it how you want. So go ahead, stand near the front of your area, and remember, nice and slow as we come down and step back, and then back up. We may even be hitting almost like a chair pose here before we bring our leg back, and then the same on the way back up. It's up to you if you really want to kind of like pause there or not. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Nice and slow. 9. And 10. All right. Switch to the other side or continue switching it up. 1. Nope. 2. 3. Nice and slow. 4. 5. 6. 4 more. 7. 8. 2 more. Make them good ones. 9. Last one. 10. Get deep in there. And up. All right. We're gonna wrap this up with 2 holds. So normally we just do 1. We're gonna do 2 today. We're gonna have both of them be for 30 seconds. And let me show you the position those are in. So first, we're going to be doing sorry, y'all. Oh, okay. There's just 1 hold that we'll be doing, but it's on each side. So I call this, what do I call this? A tight lunge hold. So to me, a tight lunge is if this is our normal lunge, where this knee is kind of under this hip and this knee is sort of over this ankle. With the tight lunge, we're actually going to be trying to get our knee to sort of be around the heel of this one. And what I find is that this is just activating all of the muscles throughout quite a bit more in the hold position than a normal lunge. So that's why we're doing it. So let's go ahead and we'll hold for 30 seconds. So take a couple deep breaths, get ourselves centered. 30 seconds is a long time. Feel free to take breaks as you need. All right, down into our lunge. We're gonna focus here again, like we were in our squats, about what our upper body is doing. We don't wanna be slumping down. We wanna be up. And then we also wanna check sort of where our pelvis is. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if we can hit a chair on the way up. A little bit. All right. We have the other side to do. So, get ourselves ready. And let's get down there. 30 seconds in this position. Focusing on being really strong in that lower body. All right, I'm gonna take a little break. And back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy mackerel. Whew. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one last forward fold for ourselves. Help stretch out some of what we've done here. So arms are going to come up high to the sky. We're going to exhale. Coming on down. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more times like that. Last deep breath in. On your next inhale, go ahead. Undo that forward fold. And arms down. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me in my hip recovery. Appreciate you. Holy moly mackerel. All right, y'all. That was some big movement. Still catching my breath a little bit. If you're joining me for that, thank you very much. But also, do make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure that you grab yourself a water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. When we're moving our bodies like this, we're pumping a lot of blood. Blood, a lot of it is water. We gotta keep those pipes moving, baby. But also, as we move our muscles, we're also getting all our cells to sort of release all their toxins, release all the stuff that they're holding on to. So we need that water to help swoosh all that stuff away. And also, maybe do more stretching than I did. We did a bunch of big stuff for our legs. So might be nice to stretch out those hamstrings. Maybe do a little kneeling, sitting on your heels. Stretch some of that out. Okay, we are ready to be over here. It's gaming time, y'all. We're gonna do a little bit of golf with your friends. Sean says, you got this. Thank you for cheering me on. Those holds, the holds are hard. Holds are always hard, but we can definitely feel that the muscles are still recovering there.